boys and girls, assorted animals, and aliens. This is the New Leaf Podcast. Welcome.
Okay.
Was that the introduction? I'm so confused.
Welcome back to our 3-part series on animal skin. This week we will be talking about alligators.
Wow, you know what? That's a good point you bring up, cause this
Okay,
week
stop. Shut up.
What? I was going to talk about
podcast.
I was going to talk about Battlefield because Battlefield had alligators in it.
Well, let's talk about it after we say that this is episode 9 of the New Leaf Podcast. I'm your host, Christian. I'm joined by the 3 T's. That's Taylor, Tyler, and Tanner. And we're here bringing you only the best in podcast entertainment, talking about Xbox One. But first, we're going to talk about our week. So, Taylor, you want to continue with whatever dumb story you were saying?
Yes, I would love to continue with whatever dumb story I was saying. My week was nice. My family and Allison came out last Thursday. So that's why I missed the podcast, as you stated in the last episode. You let everybody know. But so that was nice. We ate, and my dad was stationed here in the 90s during Desert Storm as well. He's a Marine, though, so he lived on a different part of the island. So he kind of showed us his side of the island, and I showed my mom and dad the Air Force side of the island. So it was a pretty good mix and, collage of scenery. So the north side of the island has a lot more. It's different than the south side. It's just one's more lush and one is more dry. So it was pretty cool. But
That's weird.
And
Why
then,
is that? Shouldn't all
the
of
way.
it-
No, Christian, stop. No. It's just the way the clouds hit the islands, because the clouds get broken up by the other islands because the mountains are so high. So some part of the island gets rain all the time and some doesn't. But anyways, so we did that, and then we ate a lot of different places that I haven't ate yet. Me and Allison ate some last time, but then this time we ate a lot of new places, and it was just. And they stayed at a hotel, and I stayed there, so it was kind of like a vacation away from a vacation kind of thing. So, but it was good. And then I picked up Battlefield on the day it released, and I didn't play it until yesterday. And me and Christian played it, and we totally owned everybody, and it was a lot of fun, as usual. And it was super tons of fun, so we need to play that sometime soon, all of us together. And the continuation of my story earlier was Tyler was talking about how much he loves to dry off with alligator skin after he showers. And I was talking about how in Battlefield Hardline there's a map where there's actual alligators on the map, or crocodiles, I'm not really sure, but and they're pretty interesting. They're pretty lifelike. I mean, you get down there and get with them and they just share tea and fish with you. They let you have all their own things. It's pretty nice of them. But besides that, I didn't really do anything. So, yeah.
Well, it's pretty much the same for me. All I've been doing this week is playing Hardline. I played a lot of the campaign. I think I'm on the 8th level. And campaign for that game is really cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, just so awesome. And if anybody's played it, the little, I guess you call it a mini game, where you can scan the enemies and find guys that have active warrants, and you analyze them and determine they have a warrant, and then you go arrest them. That reminded me a lot. I was talking to Tyler about this. It reminded me a lot of Star Wars Bounty Hunter. You remember that? Taylor, did you ever play that game?
Is that the one with the Jango? You play as Jango Fett?
You play
Yeah, that's it.
as Boba Fett, I think.
No, it's Django, because
Are you sure?
Boba. Yeah, positive.
Yeah.
I thought for sure his armor was blue.
Yeah, that's Django.
Yeah.
Django is
Oh,
blue,
yeah.
Boba is green.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so you play as
Stick
Django
to your
Fett.
Star Trek, you nerd.
Shut up.
It's Star Wars.
But anyways, so
Troll.
you guys remember that game where you could scan? There'd be like this random NPC. It could be an enemy. It could be just a like a non-combat.
What system was that
character.
on?
Family.
GameCube.
It was on PS2 as well.
PS2.
I played it on PS.
I don't think I
One.
played that one because I just didn't. So
I think was it on PS? I think it was on PS2.
I think it
yeah,
was.
it was. I think it was on.
that's
I've never
how
seen it on GameCube, but I never played it. I know what Tyler's talking
But
about.
anyways, there was this random character in the map, and if you scanned him, it would pull up that they had a bounty, and you could you'd like shoot a wire around him or something, and like take him in and get the bounty for him. But it was like it just reminded me a lot of that. And as we all know, Visceral is working on a Star Wars game, and it's rumored to be a bounty hunter game. So there was a few Star Wars references as well throughout the campaign. So
There's another Star Wars rumored game going on right at the moment.
What?
Force Unleashed 3. That's
Oh,
the
really?
other rumored game. That, as far as I know, there's like a fan-made trailer on YouTube. And I don't know, there's a rumor that's going to come out sometime after the movie in December, but or working on. Sorry, not coming out. I really don't know. I'm trying to find more about it.
say the more Star Wars games, the better, especially if they're good.
Can I make a comment really quick to Tyler about something? Okay, Christian played all 3 Dead Spaces, Tyler,
Yeah.
and throughout the Hardline campaign, there's a bunch of paying treasure references, and Christian's
Yeah.
like, "What's paying? What's paying?"
Are you serious?
I
Yeah.
played that game like forever ago. I don't remember.
I
Yeah,
like
but you
100%ed both. The
yeah,
first two
Tyler was
games.
like, Tyler found paying before I had ever thought about finding it because I didn't really know what it was. But
Okay, nerds.
whatever.
Oh my god, I can't believe you didn't find Payne's treasure. But yeah, anyways, continuing on with my story before Taylor messed it up, and Tanner.
and Tyler now too. Yes.
Sorry.
But I've been playing mostly single player, a little bit of multiplayer, but it's really frustrating trying to play the multiplayer by yourself because the other people on there are just so dumb. Like none of them know how to fly the helicopter. They don't know how to do the objective. They don't play as a team. It's just really frustrating. But yeah, that was about it for my week. Oh, speaking of Dead Space, when I talked to Taylor about that earlier, it was because one of the levels you're creeping through a house, and you go into one of these rooms, and there's 2 enemy guys sitting there playing Dead Space on a TV, and you look at the TV, and it's the actual Dead Space like scenes from the game they're playing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I
And
saw that.
and when I killed them, they had the game paused, and it was like the actual pause menu. It was just, I don't know, it was just so cool. I was freaking out. But yeah,
It's video gameception.
that's
Video
right.
game inside a video game.
A video game inside a video game it just blew my mind.
I mean, he died in the video game world, so he died in real life. He just murdered.
No, it was the other way around.
Oh, okay.
He died.
So-
He died in real life. No, he died in the video game, so he died in the other video game. I don't know if he died in real life.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, it wasn't like Sword Art Online.
I don't know anything about anime, so beside that, I know that's an
Basically.
anime. But other than that,
If you don't stay alive, and that it's like you go in a virtual reality game in the show, and if you stay alive, you stay alive, and if you get killed, you stay dead, and don't come back.
I like that. It's like DayZ, but more consequences.
Yeah, and then my friend Michael can probably, if I'm messing up on something, correct me.
Will do.
all right. So what we learned from Christian's week: Michael's a pro at Sword Art Online. Continue, Tyler.
Okay. Well, my week has been flying by. I think partially due to my ADD, I just can't remember all that happens. But been playing pickup basketball. Well, actually, I'm in a league, so it's not exactly pickup. But on Sunday nights, and then have been working on just homework. And oh my goodness, that's what I did this week was homework. The I didn't like read in the syllabus like what was exactly up for this week, and so basically she had us read 4 chapters, 3 of which we had already done like the quizzes on, but I'm just one of those guys that has to read it. So I spent like 2 whole days almost reading. It was ridiculous. And then I flipped to my next coloring book, and that was even harder. So I mean, just tough life. But yeah, so I did that, and I got to play Hardline with Christian for a little bit, and totally enjoyed that. I'm still in the 10-hour free trial that EA Access gives you, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy the game, finances permitting. And also found out that Taylor's cousin Zach also has bought the game, so now I'm
I saw
pumped.
that on Instagram yesterday, I think. So,
dude, I told him to go buy it yesterday, and he was like, "I'm sorry," and I guess he went and bought it.
oh,
Wow,
It was so awesome. But yeah, so that was, I mean, basically just working. I went and saw Luke Kennard play on Thursday. It was the most amazing game I've ever seen. Unfortunately, they got beat today in controversial calls, but oh well, that is to win. You win some, you lose some. And then I've been slowly working on video editing, and I put a good 2 hours into that for Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse, and it's still not done. Yeah, that's tedious, but I will get you guys a video eventually. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, 5 years from now, by the time Xenoverse gets to the platinum hits,
and we got all the DLC.
Yeah, so oh well. I mean, slowly but surely, and just working on 50 different projects at once. So I gotta just start knocking them out here soon. So that's what's up.
All right, Tanner, did you do anything just totally awesome this week?
Not much. I got some work I gotta do later, and because I had to talk with Mom, I'm gonna pretty much do some some buying, and
stacking that paper.
Man, this year is gonna be gonna be one of my expensive years. That's all I'm gonna say, and it's because of 1, the Power Rangers Legacy line, Megazords, and 2, video game / Transformers business.
So basically, you can blame all your financial troubles to Power Rangers, is what you're saying. I think that's
and
a
Gundam.
Good.
Yeah.
And Gundam, that's right.
Well, it's more Power Rangers than Gundam. Gundam I have more love.
Zords are expensive, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
They're 3 or 4 stories tall, made out of metal, require 5 people to operate. And
well, not
usually look like some kind of animal.
Yeah.
Well,
usually.
no, sometimes they're robot, like spaceships, if you go in space. But yeah, Taylor's got most of it. Let's see, they did ninja action, they did other stuff, but we need to get back to Xbox One here. So, besides that, nothing much. Maybe there's something going up next week besides us leaving for Gatlinburg on the 30th. Besides that, not really much right at the moment.
Cool. Well, good.
Alright, so Tyler and Tanner, huge nerds but busier with real life, while me and Taylor are busy with playing video games. Explain that. Anyways, let's talk about
video games for like 3 hours this week. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we talked about video games. They talked about like school and business and stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry. Real
That's
life
what we
matters.
have to do.
I guess
just
at
whining
some
about
point
our
you gotta
weeks.
have a real life. Hopefully I never will, but
Right.
all right, this week we're going to start off by talking about Xbox Upload, which is a really cool video editing and sharing app for the Xbox One. You can edit together game clips into like a cool little montage if you want to do that kind of stuff.
Like my Battlefield video on YouTube.
Exactly. Can you do stuff straight to YouTube from that yet?
No, but you can, actually it's pretty convenient. Anything you save, or like if you make a clip or whatever you want to make, it can be uploaded straight to the OneDrive. So that's how I did it last time. Like I made it and then I got on my OneDrive on my laptop and then pulled it off of there and then I edited it onto my computer. I didn't have to like use my capture card and hook all that up to do it. I just uploaded it straight to the drive. It was pretty nice actually.
Yeah, I've done that before. On Forza was the last time I did that.
So
Does
but yeah,
PlayStation have something like that, Taylor?
it does. It does indeed, yeah. So
Okay.
it's not called upload, it's just the share button on the controller. It says like literally share on the controller.
Yeah,
so.
but does it have its own app?
No, not like anything to the extent that Xbox has.
It's on Xbox Upload. You can look at like your stuff, you can look at friends' stuff, or you can look at anybody's stuff. Like if it, I don't know, like if it gets a lot of likes or something, it shows up on like this featured page. But it could be anybody in the world, I guess, putting stuff on there. And I've watched a couple of things from just random people. Most of them are just, I don't know, just dumb, but you could waste a lot of time doing that if you felt like it. Some of them are kind of interesting. Like I watched this one guy who would, on Battlefield 4, he'd run around and throw C4 onto tanks, and then he'd throw a flashbang. The flashbang would blow up the C4, which would blow up the tank, but on the kill feed, it would say that he killed it with a flashbang.
That's awesome.
And he
Yeah,
just had
awesome.
like tons and tons of clips of that. Where it's like whatever his gamer tag is, flashbang like 2, 3, 4 people. It was awesome.
That was always like really fun to do in Rainbow Six, where you'd like throw a stun grenade at somebody and it'd kill them. It just lots of crying, laughing because you could
it
do
looks
that.
like it looks like an idiot on the feed. They're like, you got killed by like a flash or a stun grenade. You still
Yeah, especially in Call of Duty too.
Yeah, when you get like pegged with one.
I guess we can't spend too much time on this. It's pretty much, it is what it is for Xbox Upload. But
I think that
go ahead.
I think that integrates well into like Xbox's smart glass because that's really where the meat of it is.
Right,
Like,
and that's what we're going to talk about next.
Well, I mean, I want to spend a little bit, like not a lot. I just want to make the point. Wow, and talk
point.
about. It's pretty nice on the app where you can take clips and cut it and really manipulate it, kind of like your own video editor on your computer, and it works very well, in my opinion.
And
So
that reminds me, we talked about Windows 10 last week, and something similar to this, if not the same thing, will be coming to Windows 10. So you can record things right from your computer and edit them without any kind of additional software if you wanted to do that.
I've got a plug about Windows 10. Talked to a guy today, and he said make sure that your computer can run it before you actually upgrade, because once you upgrade, it's like basically starting over. It is a new operating system, so be warned.
Well, obviously.
Yes.
that's crazy though. I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, what you're thinking, like, your Microsoft Word's going to carry over and stuff like that. It's a little different. So your licenses and all that are changing.
There's I know a guy who runs it in a virtual, like a
Machine?
virtual desktop, virtual machine.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that's super easy to do. I was gonna look into doing that because he has the preview build that he uses in the virtual machine just to like test it out before he actually decides to upgrade it. So that's pretty neat. I might look at doing that.
Oh, well, anyways, we were talking about smart glass, and like, I love smart glass. And I think that I enjoy being able to like see what my friends are doing in like the game clips that they're recording because I mean honestly, we were talking about Battlefield Hardline and I knew that Taylor and Christian played Battlefield Hardline because they just blew up my smart glass with all of this crazy stuff. Christian killed somebody by jumping off a motorcycle and it hitting him.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
Oh, I
I
saw
literally
that.
just
That
did that
happened.
earlier
Yeah,
today.
yeah, that was awesome. Hey,
yeah.
did you see the one where I recorded it? Christian?
Are
Okay,
you
I got
okay?
in a
Can you
helicopter and I
get
was
through
flying it,
this?
right? And I died, okay? But so I died, right? And I'm watching like the feed or whatever, like the kill cam. And Christian kills the guy that killed me, and it's looking kind of. I can see the helicopter in the screen. And Christian gets in it and starts to fly it, and it like does like a little bunny hop. It just flips over the fence and just blows
Yeah,
up.
it's like flipping a pancake over on the stove. Like it was that fast. Just immediately just flopped over and blew up.
It was amazing.
ridiculous. But yeah, it's just so cool to do that stuff. And I don't get on Smart Glass a whole lot. Usually when I do, it's to use it as the remote for like Netflix and stuff like that. I've looked at game clips on there a little bit, but most of the time I use the upload app on the actual Xbox to do that.
I think it's really convenient actually to look at the videos on my phone instead of having to try and fool around on it with it on my Xbox. So I really enjoy that feature.
Sometimes like it is a little hard to find stuff on, or it seems like it takes too long to get to like friends clips from the Xbox app. You gotta go through like 5 different menus in order to get to the friends clips.
If you click on your friend though, it makes it a lot easier. But when you're not, I think that what hinders it is that it only goes back like a day, so it doesn't keep things like it doesn't keep the things that are trending. Like if your friend has one that has a ton of likes or something, it doesn't like keep that one up there at the
Right.
top or anything like that.
One thing that I don't like about Smart Glass is that at least I can't find the screenshots. Like you can't pull up screenshots on there. Because I've tried to pull up my own screenshots and
Yeah, you
they're, like,
can.
nowhere.
You're talking about on the app or
on
on
Smart
the
Glass.
Xbox?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
Smart Glass.
I don't know if you can on Smart Glass. I haven't seen that.
I've looked for it. I can't find it, which is really odd that they would add screenshots but not update the app in order to view them.
I would check your My Game Clips section. I'm
That's
not
where I've
entirely
looked.
sure
Like
if that's it.
I've looked in there, but it's only videos.
Okay.
There's no clips
All
in
right.
there at all, or no screenshots in there. I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but
I mean, screenshots were just added like here recently, weren't they? So I mean, it's like one of those things where it may get a separate update next.
it doesn't seem like that'd be that big of a deal though to put it in the app. I mean, it's just opening up an image.
Right, but it may require new UI or something like that in order to get it because you'd possibly have to add a new like selection into the menu or something like that. It just code takes longer than you think sometimes. That's all. I'm defending his code. So, oh well.
Anyways, another thing that I like to use on Smart Glass, like I said, the remote, but I also love to do the messages on the phone because it's just so much easier than trying to pull it up on the Xbox when you get a message. I don't know what the deal is when you try to pull it up on the Xbox. It takes it like forever to pull up. Like it has to load the messages app, and sometimes it'll sit there for like 1-2 minutes just trying to load the app, and it's really annoying. It's a lot faster to pull it up on the phone, and you can also look at your messages when you're out and about. You don't have to be at home to look at your Xbox messages, which is really neat.
I definitely like it. When I played games a lot more, I was able to just keep in contact with my friends so much easier by that. It was pretty sweet, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and I wouldn't necessarily say that it's hard to use the app like you just said, Christian, on the Xbox. Because I mean, usually if someone messages me, I just snap my messages and it works like really well. but
Yeah,
actually,
but if you
opening
want to
them,
reply back, then that's a little bit of a more
no,
of a
it's
problem.
super easy. It's on the screen.
It just takes longer. It takes you out of the game, whatever
No,
you're
it
doing.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You can sit there and play a game while you're typing a message.
Oh well, of course not. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But that brings up another option on the Smart Glass app is I guess it could be like a replacement for the chat pad on the 360. Where
I missed that.
Well, I don't
Oh,
know.
so do I. So
I mean,
bad.
I do, but I don't.
Which is it?
I don't find myself really like needing it a whole lot, and because the smart glass, you can pull up the keyboard on your phone, and you can type stuff out there. Like if you wanted to send a message, or you wanted to type in like a code or whatever on the Xbox, you pull it up on the phone, and that's your keyboard. You don't need a chat pad connected to the controller. But on the 360, I mean, yeah, I use that thing all the time. But with the smart glass on the Xbox One, I don't find myself having the need to do that, or the need to have an extra piece of hardware in my hand, I guess.
See, I look at it the opposite way. Like, I don't want to reach down and put my hand in my pocket and actually pull out my phone that I'm going to have to use battery life just to, like, message somebody on Xbox, where I think that because my thumbs are right there on the controller, like, because I'm used to that on the Xbox 360, it just seems logical to me to have that feature. I think with a company that wants to make all kinds of money, why would you not release it? I guess is my question.
Well,
Because
even
you know people have the same opinion as us, and they'll go out and buy it as soon as they freaking release that crap.
even like other companies, I mean, there's plenty of unofficial, like non-Microsoft products that have been made for the Xbox. I think. Has anybody else made a Xbox One controller yet?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
third-party Xbox controllers, but like because I'm specifically thinking of like a chat pad, it's just one of those things where I think Microsoft does a good job at making a superior product, and
yeah.
their controller. I want to use their controller. I don't want to use. The only reason that another controller actually like drew my eye is because it was LED and you can like program it to do your own LED stuff. That was cool. But when I'm playing, I don't really need it. It's more like living in luxury than it is like a necessity of a controller. So because of that, the chat pad was a Microsoft product that worked really well. I just don't know if I trust third party to do that kind of stuff yet.
You know, like, to me, like, oh, you want a different type, like, I'm going a little bit off here, but I mean, like, oh, the custom X, you were saying, like, oh, who's the other made another controller? I'm, like, thinking, oh, they did the Titanfall controller, but
yeah, but that was actually through Xbox, though.
Okay.
That was a Microsoft product.
Like, so far, that's the only other customized Xbox One controller for right now, because they didn't do one for the Halo Master Chief Xbox colors or something custom.
Right, but but we're talking about third party, which is a little different.
Like Microsoft and Mad Catz.
Mad Catz. I hated Mad Catz controllers.
Yeah, so did I. I'm surprised I haven't seen a Mad Catz Xbox One controller yet.
Mad Catz is making the new Rock Band 4 instruments.
Rock Band 4?
Yeah.
You haven't heard about this, Taylor?
No?
Taylor,
What?
come on.
What, do you live on an island or something?
They announced that
Yeah?
Gamescom.
Yeah,
Or
Rock
with
Band
Gamescom
4.
for
Is it?
PAX.
Did they say that's coming out this year, Tyler?
I do not know when it's come out. I just know it's been announced.
Yeah,
We
same
better
here.
we better buy it because oh my gosh, I'm so excited
Taylor,
now. You don't even
so we
understand
can-
how happy I am right now.
So we can sing Creep on repeat or whatever that.
Yeah, we have to sing that song so many times. You don't even know.
Oh
Christian.
man, it's the only song we could like 5-star.
Yeah, so we played it like every single time.
Remember when I came to your house and we played Rock Band, Taylor?
Of course.
And I like destroyed the vocals on a Paramore song?
Yeah, he did. He really did destroy the vocals on Paramore song. That's because he sounded like a girl, though, so.
Mhm. That always helps.
Wow, thank you.
You
You're
are
very
welcome.
welcome.
Hey,
we're getting
hey,
like
man, you sound like Haley Williams.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
great compliment.
Well, he doesn't sound like Taylor Swift, probably.
at some point this always just gets way too weird.
Don't worry about it.
But last thing I want,
What were we talking about?
talking about smart glass. Remember?
That's right. No, I'm just kidding.
Remember that
I
thing
know.
that's on Xbox?
Yeah, you can get on your iPhone or what.
But yeah, anyways, the last thing I want to talk about is the One Guide, which I don't use the TV feature on my Xbox, but the people who do, I opened this up the other day. The One Guide on the Smart Glass app is like, it's like a full, I don't even know what you call that because I don't watch TV. Like a guide, like a TV guide thing that shows you all the stuff that's playing.
Oh,
Yeah, the One Guide is the guide. But anyways, like it opens up the whole thing on your phone, so you don't have to like go to a channel and look for stuff. I don't know, it just seems cool. My phone is like always near me because I'm constantly on Twitter and everything else. So I'm sure other people are the same way. So the more stuff that they can put right there in your hand is just awesome to me.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have anything else to add on Xbox Upload or Smart Glass before we talk about Kinect?
Ooh, I have something. How's smart glasses gonna work with Division later on this year?
What
It's gonna
vision?
work awesomely.
Oh, The Division.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
okay,
Tom
I'm-
Clancy game that's coming out at the end of this year.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll get its own app.
It'll probably get its own app.
Yeah, it'll probably get on that.
A lot of the games that come out, and I wish it wasn't this way. Like I wish that you could pull something up on the Smart Glass app, but a lot of the games that come out, if they have an app support, they have to have they have their own app, which is annoying to have like every
Like
game.
Watch Dogs did.
Yeah, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed had an app.
Hey, Christian, remember when you were at my house and we played Watch Dogs and you were like the hacker?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I was sitting there on
the
my
driver?
I was sitting there on my phone.
Next to
and
me
I
on the
hacked,
couch.
Yeah, I was sitting right next to Taylor, and I hacked into his game and was like messing him up while he was trying to drive away from me in the game. It was pretty sweet.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was really awesome, actually.
It's so cool that games can do stuff like that now. Like I said, just right there on your phone is just amazing. Just constantly blows my mind.
Phones aren't only for taking selfies, people.
That's right.
There's other things you can do.
They're
YouTube.
also for arguing
Let's
with
not go
people
that
on
far.
Facebook.
And Netflix.
All right, off topic once again. All right, let's talk about Kinect. Are you guys all fans of the Kinect?
Yeah, pretty much, except for my beef with YouTube integration.
Right.
Let's talk about that. We talking about
Yeah,
that.
talk about that.
Yeah,
Sam.
like
You start off
how
with that.
visually person can't see the title screen when you're typing, and it'd be beneficial if you can say what you're wanting to watch through Kinect instead of like typing through the smart glass, like Tyler did to help me.
Like
And
search YouTube by using voice commands?
Yeah. Because I know that the YouTube app on 360 had an integration where if you had your YouTube account, that you can bring it through the 360 and watch what you had. But because I didn't have an account at that time, I can say how far you can do with your stuff on your subscription or what list. But besides that, maybe
You said
like
the voice commands did work on the 360?
no,
No, he was
don't.
saying that he didn't know that the accounts could sync. Your YouTube account could
Like
actually
you could,
sync.
like you could sign into your YouTube on your Xbox. Like he didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, and I didn't mess with that 360. My thing was, why did they not just integrate with Kinect when you download the YouTube app and use it?
I think that it's a very simple in theory, it's a very simple function that you should be able to have on the Kinect. I mean, if you're going to get my problem with it, this will kind of go into that, but like
Well,
my problem
Netflix has it. I mean, they don't have like a search, but you can, if you have something saved onto your queue, you can start watching something without picking up the controller.
Right, you can say like,
Yeah.
like Xbox play video 1 or video
Oh,
2,
yeah.
like something like that. Like, but what I'm saying is with the amount of, I mean, I invested, actually I didn't, Tanner did in this case, but
Yeah.
Tanner actually
Graduation
bought
money.
the Xbox One. And it was awesome,
And if they do
brotherly
a
thing to
Gears of
do.
War or Transformers version of the Xbox One, I may buy it.
All right, well, we'll definitely keep that on a lookout for that. But like the amount of money that I paid for the Kinect, I was hoping. Let me rephrase that. The amount of money that Tanner paid for the Kinect, I just assume that we are one in this situation,
Yes.
that we paid, even though I just was moral support and drove
You were
to
helping
the
gain the
Walmart.
right deal.
Right,
That's what
right.
you were doing.
But it's so expensive for the amount of use you get
500.
out of it. I love it. It's just not used that much.
I mean, really, the only time I ever use my Kinect is to say Xbox record that. I mean, in all honesty.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I love the Kinect. I've said this before. It's weird to use an Xbox that doesn't have a Kinect attached to it. Like I go downstairs.
No, I'm not disagreeing. Like, I totally agree. I love my Kinect. I'm just saying I don't ever use it except for things like that.
Like turning the Xbox on, having it microwave your hot pockets, and
What?
and
I don't think it microwaves your hot pockets.
and recording things. Those are like the two main functions and one optional function that are there. I mean, you turn it on, turn it off.
Well, Taylor, you use
Maybe.
it for your Twitch streaming when you do that occasionally.
I do, but the Twitch streaming, for some reason, my internet is very strong, but using the Kinect for the video feed causes a lot of lag.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually lately have been, unless I'm playing a single player game, I don't record it. Like, I don't use the video feed because I don't, like, if I want to play multiplayer, I don't want people to see me getting owned because I'm lagging so bad. But if I'm playing single player and my dad's watching me while he's at work or whatever, then yeah, I turn on the video, you know what I mean? But
Yeah. But I'm saying that feature is there for people who do use it.
yes,
But yeah, I can see
it is.
there's not many games that use the Kinect specifically. I think it'd be cool.
Yes, there are.
Like what?
Like when I'm playing Battlefield 4 or Battlefield Hardline, I want someone to go. I'm like, go, go, go!
Yeah,
And then,
that's
says the-
so minuscule. Like it.
Well, there's something minuscule, but it was on the Xbox 360 Slim how they were integrating with Mass Effect, I think 2 or 3, about throwing a grenade or telling someone to move up or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
exactly.
if
Stuff like that.
we don't. There's not many. I don't think there are any squad based tactical shooters like that on the Xbox One yet. But like when Rainbow Six comes out, if you can like order your squad and do stuff like that with it, that'll be cool. But as of now, there's not really many games that are taking advantage of it. And I think it's probably because not many people have the Kinect, because like all the deals and stuff you see is with the Xbox without the Kinect. I think they're kind of getting away with it.
They have a good product, but they have no support for it. Like if they came out with some decent, like they don't even have. We talked about this earlier. Like they don't even have good games for it right now.
Yeah, the
I mean,
Kinect
Yeah.
engine
they
is
have like
terrible.
one or two that look interesting, and other than that, there's really not too much. And like my biggest thing that I would want is just like Tanner has visual impairment, and how much would it really take to make a game where you could say everything and actually play a game by saying, or like playing chess, you could say like knight to like A, B, I don't know how that works, or play Battleship, A1, there's things you could do to where someone that has an impairment or a need could actually play something. I think that it's underutilized. I think that would be something that they could really improve on. I don't really care that the market's not there.
Yeah.
Maybe what percentage of blind or whatever players have an Xbox One, but I mean, it's just a need, I think, in my mind. Like it would be it'd be a niche, but for those people that got to enjoy that, like as someone who can hear and see and speak, like it's nothing to me. Like that's just normal. But for people that have needs, I think that they're totally missing out on the Kinect.
Well, yeah, that would be a great feature, but there are no games like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they need them. They need to come out with something like that.
Yeah.
And if they don't, we need you, listeners, or me, or someone to develop it. And
if they don't, I'll try to just do toy reviews.
Yeah.
Well, they hopefully through the Idea at Xbox program, we might see some stuff because they are picking up a lot more of the indie development side of things. So, we might see something along those lines, hopefully, down the road. There are a lot of kind of unique ideas coming out of that.
Yeah. Hopefully, we have more space between, this is how many years until you need to go buy another 500 to 400 item console.
I wonder how much the next console costs. It'll probably be like $600 or $700. my guess of it.
But
you never know.
It's weird because I don't know. I guess I see this now from having a PlayStation, but when I bought the Xbox One, I said, I had to connect on a 360. Like, I really want to get the Kinect on my One, just because I knew what it was gonna do. But PS4 also has a lot of the PlayStation camera features, and when I bought the PlayStation without the camera, I was just kind of like, whatever, like kind of just bumped it off. And I don't know why that is. I mean, there's not really. It's not like they differ in the features that the capabilities that they have. I mean, you can talk to the PlayStation camera. You can do the same thing to all that stuff. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like they need to have more support behind the accessory, like you said before people really start trying to take an interest in it. 'Cause I mean, on a 360, you saw lots of games for it. I mean, not even that they were amazing, but they were trying to put a lot of games out for it to support it.
Well, I think that's the mistake that they've made with the Kinect is they put out this product which is like awesome in itself. I mean, the 360 Kinect, it's crazy to see the stuff people have done with it that doesn't have anything to do with gaming, like real life applications. Like people have made it to where you can use it to like control wheelchairs and just a lot of like
Really?
medical stuff. Yeah, just crazy stuff. The things that you can see that people have done with it, but they Microsoft isn't doing much to support it. They put it out there and expect other people, I think, to put the support in for it, and it's just not working. So hopefully with the what's the augmented reality glasses they're working on called?
Oculus.
Oculus Rift.
No,
Yeah.
that's not the thing that
The
that's not the thing
virtual
that
reality
Microsoft is
thing?
doing. Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
whatever it's called, if that's going to be successful, they need to have support, I think, outside of just gaming, and then use gaming to complement it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that I think this also reminded me that the one area that Kinect implementation is actually working on is Xbox Fitness. That actually is awesome.
Yeah, tell us how that works, because
Yeah, it's really awesome, actually.
Like, but basically, it reads your body almost like Okay, it basically just like it'll display your body and it'll be like all green or whatever. And as you're working out, it'll tell you like move your legs or something like it'll give you a little. It's not going to say it out loud, but it's like going to leave a note. And as you're watching your body, you're watching your form, but you're also like because they display your form and like what you're doing right next to the TV. That I mean, it's really easy to see. Oh man, I'm really like butchering my form here on this. Like it's very helpful for correcting yourself.
Right, and it's like as convenient as put the battlefield map, Christian, in the top right corner of your screen, and that's pretty much how it is with a lot of the other things. And it's just that convenient because you're looking right at the center of the screen, and then right in the corner of your eye, you can see what you're doing, and it'll tell you, like Tyler said, how to correct yourself, and then you can see how you change yourself. It's really awesome, actually.
The only thing that is not so cool about it is that I don't exactly know how all of the movements are formed or like when they're recorded, because sometimes it's like I'm going to go down and like do all these push-ups and stuff, and I feel like it doesn't always read what I did, and so I won't get scored on like that section, because what happens is it actually like it'll score you with each exercise that you do. And it also has a national average, like 18 to 25 male averages, like say 20 jumping jacks. And so it's like basically it has a meter, and it's like how many jumping jacks can you do, and you're just like, I gotta do more than the average. And so it helps push you a little bit. And so that's pretty cool, but it's frustrating a little bit because when you're really trying to be competitive and not only just working out, but that push, and then it doesn't read it and it like affects your score, and it's like, oh man. But I mean, that's not the biggest issue ever, but it's just something that I always want, that like top score or whatever, just so I can say I worked out hard and have that edge of like I can actually say that like to myself that I worked out hard. If that makes sense. So,
I mean, let's just talk about also in the same aspect of how genius that app is.
Yes.
Like, I mean, if you're like a total nerd, you're getting achievements and you're scoring points by working out. I mean, that's like a mega nerd's like dream.
And you're by yourself. Like, I know that like when there's times where I don't want to go to a gym because I just want to be by myself working out. And I don't want to have to like go and see people like Taylor there. They're actually like good at working out and stuff.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
And I'm just like, I will lift you up, you 5-pound dumbbell. You just wait. And yeah,
there's some people at the gym that can be kind of annoying.
Yeah, this is a total rabbit trail. There's the people that are like taking pictures every like 5 seconds and looking at it.
I should sent a picture to Taylor one time I was at the gym. This guy had a GoPro and was like filming himself while he was going around doing all the workouts.
Yeah, and he was tiny. I was like, really, dude? Come on, man. You're not that special.
I think that the only way I could justify that is if he was watching form.
Maybe. Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I mean, we don't know his
You should have asked him, Christian.
I'm not going to ask him, hey, why are you filming yourself with a GoPro?
Excuse me, sir. But I see you got a camera there.
Let's talk about, do you guys, have you played any of the other Kinect games?
No.
No, because the only one I was interested was back on the 360 when they were airing the Star Wars Kinect. And then Tyler told me that that maybe didn't want to get it.
Their reviews weren't very good.
I mean, it was wonky.
Willy wonky, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I never had the 360 Kinect, but I don't think that it was very good. I don't know, but
Fruit Ninja, great. Dance Central, great. What's the other one? Just Dance, great in party situations. I like
what was I gonna say? One time, me and Tyler and a few girls from our church, were in his basement playing Kinect, and we were like scanning these items into the Kinect on this game. And
I remember that.
Like it was like my hat versus Tyler's hat, and then they fought.
What?
It was
It was
wild,
awesome.
man. It was like, let's just imagine
That is an
you.
ingenious game, by the way.
It was like, let's just imagine you just like had a trip, right? And your hats are fighting each other. That's pretty much what was going on, but it was on a video game. So
It was on a video game. It actually happened. So
It actually happened, yeah.
yeah, and you didn't have to take illegal drugs to do it.
Yeah, you didn't take drugs to do it.
Or legal drugs. You don't have to do those either.
All right, let's talk about some exclusive apps. We've talked about EA Access, I think, before on the show, haven't we?
We'll go with yes.
Yeah.
We can do a brief.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. I think it
EA
may have been one of
Access.
the early podcasts.
Oh yeah, did you? Did
Or
we?
you or Christian and Taylor, I think, maybe.
Oh,
But I could
only
be
one
wrong.
of
I could
us?
be wrong. I could be
Anyways,
wrong. I
yeah.
was in the in the back.
Tanner, we're good.
All
We're
I'll
good.
shut up.
right, really briefly, we all have EA Access. It's awesome, great service, awesome value. One of the best things that EA has ever done. Definitely is something that everyone who has an Xbox One should check out for sure. And don't just be a blind EA hater. Like Tyler said,
Tanner.
he's
I'm
been
just kidding.
What?
like
I
Tyler
don't
said,
blame
he's been
EA.
I know. I was just kidding. I was
Trying to
making
think.
a blind joke.
They made one of my favorite Maddens. That was Madden 07 for the 360.
Boo. I'm gonna boo myself. It was a bad joke.
I thought it was funny.
You're pretty
I got
good at bad
it.
jokes, Tyler. But yeah, so like Tyler was saying, he's been playing Battlefield Hardline on the EA Access trial. He doesn't actually own the game. And any game that EA releases, they do have a trial period, which can be accessed at any time. You're just limited on the amount of time you can play. And most of the time, you can play the full game. But on Hardline, I think the campaign you can only play 2 levels, like the prologue and the first level. But the full multiplayer is there. I played Dragon Age Inquisition on EA Access, and it was the full game. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. That's a huge game. So, but there was only a 6-hour trial. But anything that you do while you're playing that trial will carry over if you decide to buy the actual game. So it's not like it's just a demo and you have to restart everything. But I'm not going to spend too much more time on that. It is a great service.
You do get achievements
Right.
like that. They
And
stay.
that's so
regardless.
awesome. That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
That's a little bit better than what you got trying to play the demos for 360.
Right.
Yep. Really quick, we're just going to blaze through some of these that I don't know. Comedy Central has an app. I don't really use that. I don't know if you guys do. But it is
No.
Nope.
exclusive to
Next.
Xbox, at least for now. Next is the Halo channel.
Me and
Which I
Tyler
have
do
used.
for the
Halo Nightfall series.
yeah Nightfall series.
It's actually out on Blu-ray now, but the only reason we've stopped watching that is because you have to you can't have I have an HD PVR and it reads that I have that in it, and so it won't let us watch it without me unplugging it and plugging it back into the
So thanks for gonna record it. That's so awesome.
That's the
Right,
same. The same
exactly.
thing as Netflix. Netflix does that too.
Yeah, it drives me nuts because, I mean, I understand it. I would totally do it too if I was that company, but it's just a pass through in this case. And so I'm not recording it, but oh well.
What
I'll get
else? What else is on the Halo channel? They've got tons of like developer blogs.
It's the app you use to view your terminals as well.
Right.
It's kind of like Halo Waypoint from 360 a little bit.
Yeah. It's Halo Waypoint, but it's just
2.0.
way, yeah, just way better. It's pretty cool. And it actually worked well while the Master Chief Collection was broken. But it was cool. I watched a lot of there's a lot of Halo 5 development stuff coming out on there, like around when the beta was released. And they were talking about different things they were working on, updates. Like during the actual beta period, they would update, like throw a video up and kind of talk about what they were looking at during the beta and the information they were getting. just really cool if you're a Halo fan. A pretty neat thing to check out. Moving on, we've got an NFL app. It's exclusive to the Xbox One. I'm not really a sports fan, so I have not used that.
If I had the time to watch football games like I used to when I was younger, I would totally love the app. But I don't think like I said before, when you don't have that much time, you'd rather spend the time that you'd rather spend time doing something you would enjoy, you know what I mean? I don't want to just sit there for 5 hours and watch football, you know what I mean?
That's why I don't really watch sports. It takes up just crazy amounts of time.
It's so intense. I love sports.
That's I agree with Tyler on that, but I was gonna say, it's like, me and football, I kind of wait until Super Bowl, see what's...
That's probably the most I watch, too, the Super Bowl,
unless it's an early game that Dad turns on the television. Besides that, it's mostly baseball on television for us, and college basketball.
We like sports. Sports, right?
Yeah.
And we don't care who knows it.
We've got Red X. Not sure what that is. That's REDDX. We have Sci-Fi Now. I used to watch Sci-Fi all the time.
No way.
Yeah, I know, that's hard to believe.
You're a loser, dude.
Dude, I remember every Friday night I would stay up super late and watch all the Stargates because they would play them like back to back, starting at 11 o'clock. And that was just some of the best times of my life. But I don't anymore. I haven't watched TV in I don't know how long. So if you're interested, that is on there. We have TED, which do a lot of the TED Talks. Some of those are kind of interesting, but not something I would just sit there on Xbox and watch. I'd just go to YouTube if I wanted to check that out. We have Telemundo for all you Spanish speakers out there.
See.
We have True Achievements. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, I have no idea. We have, of course, Xbox Upload, which we already talked about, and we have USA Now, which seems to be another, like a premium service for a television channel. But that's it for exclusive apps. Is there anything else you guys want to add? I think we might cut this here. It's a good stopping point. When we come back next time, we can wrap up our Xbox One series with the cons of the Xbox One.
I will say, I would like to see some more apps. I don't know. I mean, I wish there was just things that appeal to me on apps. I mean, I don't want to watch Comedy Central because that channel sucks. And I think that the USA Today, that's a news app, right?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
assume.
Like, that's really interesting to me. Like, that would appeal to me. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if I could, like, if in a perfect world where I could just sit on a Saturday morning and watch TV on my Xbox, and I had like the guide and stuff. I could be watching the football game and then have the news on the right, because I love the news. I would watch the news all day if I could. But I don't know. Why is that weird?
I don't know. It's just weird.
Well,
I think that like EA Access definitely has made me want to actually like buy Battlefield Hardline digitally. I'm a fanboy of the disc, but it's kind of I'm really excited maybe about buying it digitally, just try something new. But I think that there's a lot of things that they could do with like running apps on the side that would catch my attention more than the ones they have, I guess, right now. Those
they're like, I think there's a separate ESPN app, if I'm not mistaken.
There is, yep.
But that one I think runs in Snap, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that they could appeal to more people just by I mean, I don't know. That's my point.
Yeah.
I'll stop there.
No. I mean, I agree. Like that's why I said at the beginning, like stuff. I mean, not everybody watches Comedy Central. You know what I mean? And a lot of people hate that channel. And if they had more apps that would appeal to people, like I don't know if
Like say
a car-
for
like
me,
a-
for example, I like Transformers. They do something like that, or they do something like anime Gundam app or
Yeah,
something. to watch.
like an anime app or like a cartoon
They have an
app.
anime app.
Really?
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It
They
requires
do.
a subscription, I believe. But
Oh,
hey, is
free
the
apps, yeah.
IGN app exclusive on the Xbox One?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw it on the PS4 store when I was trolling around.
Trolling around.
I thought you said patrolling, but I don't know.
I was doing a little bit of both, I suppose.
I think that the only other thing I want to talk about is I'm really excited because Unreal Engine is free to use, and I want to make a game, and I think that would be really cool. But that is so off topic. I just wanted to say that.
This show, I don't know. This podcast sucks.
Perfect.
we got way off topic, like way too.
The
much time.
best podcast ever.
The best
Chasing Rabbit
off-topic
Trails
podcast
Part
ever.
3.
So
No, wait, I thought the podcast was it over? I thought it was good.
no, it's not over yet. We
Now
have
it
to tell a
is.
joke.
Sheesh.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just kind of confused.
Hey, I have a joke this time to tell. You ready?
Okay,
You ready to hear it?
Throw it at us.
All right. So imagine you guys have to use your imaginations, okay?
Okay.
Imagine that you are on the fastest horse ever, like the fastest horse in the world.
Does
And
this
you're-
include motors?
No,
Because
Oh, okay.
just a horse, like an animal, a live animal called a horse. It
Okay.
has 4 legs, has kind of a longer nose. You
Can
got
it
that
have
pictured?
can it have a horn on it too? You just make it
I guess it can have a horn. But anyways, it's super fast, okay? It's faster than anything else. All right, you got that?
Yes.
hmm
All right. So you're riding this horse, you're galloping, just like breezing down the path. All of a sudden you look to your right and there's a giraffe that's running up next to you. And the giraffe is running faster than you. And you're like, what's going on? So you look behind the giraffe and there's a lion chasing it. Now the question is, what do you do?
Well, if this was Red Dead Redemption, you'd shoot them all, grab their hides, and sell them.
Well, what do I do? Well, let me tell you. All right, so there's a lion chasing a giraffe, right?
Right.
Okay, and you're on a horse. So first off, my question would be, how did I get somewhere on a horse where there's a giraffe and a lion in the same field? That would be my first thing. I would think to myself that, like, how did I get here? Second, I would jump onto the giraffe and then knock the horse over with the giraffe so that the lion would eat the horse and then like stop chasing the giraffe. And then later I would bring the giraffe back to my house and make it my pet.
I think that you have to look at it. I mean, the the giraffe is running faster than the horse, so the horse only has 1 horsepower, but the giraffe obviously has more than 1 horsepower. And
Yeah, it's based on Toys R Us.
so I would definitely hop onto the giraffe, climb up to the very top, and then jump onto the nearest tree.
All right. I have to say that you guys are incorrect, and this is what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to put down the bottle of wine and get off the carousel.
That's good. I see that.
And Taylor's playing Battlefield Hardline, so he's not paying attention to what we're saying.
Christian, your joke sucks so bad. I didn't want to say anything because I was so bad.
They're not any worse than anybody else's joke.
Yeah, right. At least my Will Smith one made sense. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Your
I
Will
wish you just
Smith
stop talking.
was terrible.
You
No,
know
it
what that
was
joke
good.
was? It was without arms and without legs. It was lame.
Oh my.